He's an amazing player, and he challenges defense. He's has a really unique skill set. His ability to, improvise, make plays with his legs, extending plays. He's obviously very dangerous with the ball in his hands.
What if I told you that a quarterback could redefine an entire position? That one player could force defensive coordinators to lose sleep, create new defensive schemes, and make highlight reels that look more like video game footage than real football. Today, we are breaking down how Lamar Jackson didn't just enter the NFL, he revolutionized it.
For number one, I would say Lamar.
I'm going to go Lamar Jackson.
I have to say Lamar Jackson.
My vote would have to go Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson's the one playing in this role.
In 2018, scouts questioned whether Jackson could play quarterback in the NFL. Some suggested that he switched to wide receiver. Fast forward to today, he's a former MVP, a playoff winner, and the most electrifying dual-threat quarterback that the league has ever seen. This is the story of how speed and skill redefined what it means to play quarterback. Coming out of Louisville, Jackson faced criticism that would fuel his entire career. Draft analysts questioned his arm strength, his accuracy, his ability to read defenses from the pocket. The most painful suggestion? That he should consider changing positions entirely. But here's what the doubters missed. Jackson wasn't just fast. He was a student of the game with an elite football IQ, all wrapped in the body of an Olympic sprinter. At Louisville, he threw for over 9,000 yards and ran for nearly 4,000 more. He won the Heisman Trophy as a sophomore, becoming the youngest player ever to claim college football's most prestigious award. Yet, on draft day, he slipped the 32nd pick, the last selection of the first round. The Baltimore Ravens saw what others couldn't, a generational talent who would force the entire league to adapt. The chip on his shoulder? It was already carved in stone. Jackson's NFL debut came sooner than expected. When Joe Flacco went down with an injury midway through the 2018 season, rookie Jackson stepped in and immediately transformed the Ravens' offense. What happened next was unprecedented. Jackson didn't just run, he controlled the game with his legs while growing as a passer. He led Baltimore to the playoffs in his first season, becoming the youngest quarterback ever to win a playoff game at 21 years old.
Lamar Jackson.
Yes, sir.
You're everywhere now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're everywhere. You are everywhere.
But 2019 was when Jackson truly announced himself to the world. The Ravens built their entire offense around his unique skill set, and the results were historic. Jackson became the first player in NFL history to throw for 3,000 yards and rush for over 1,000 yards in the same season. He shattered Michael Vick's single-season rushing record for quarterback, accumulating 1,206 yards on the ground. The Ravens went 14-2 in the regular season, and Jackson was unanimously selected as the NFL MVP, the second youngest player ever to win the award. Speed and skill weren't just complementing each other, they were redefining what was possible at the quarterback position.
Through his career against the great Aaron Rodgers, who was like insane in his prime and almost an unstoppable one-man show. And we're seeing that with Lamar Jackson. And let me just add to that even more.
What makes Jackson truly special isn't just his 4.34 speed. It's how he's evolved as a complete quarterback. Early critics focused on his completion percentage and pocket presence, but Jackson methodically addressed every weakness. His 2023 season was a masterclass in growth. Jackson threw for 3,678 yards and 24 touchdowns, while adding 821 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. More importantly, he cut his interceptions nearly in half compared to previous seasons, showing remarkable improvement in decision-making. The Ravens' offense became a chess match where Jackson was simultaneously the king and the queen, protected like royalty, but also capable of moving in ways that broke conventional rules. Defensive coordinators had to account for an extra gap on every play, essentially playing with 10 defenders instead of 11. Jackson's ability to extend plays with his legs creates opportunities that simply don't exist for traditional quarterbacks. A broken pocket becomes a 15-yard scramble. A blitz becomes a foot race that Jackson usually wins. Coverage breaks down when defenders have to respect his running ability, creating windows for receivers that wouldn't exist otherwise. Jackson's influence extends far beyond his individual statistics. He's changed how defenses prepare, how offensive coordinators think, and how young quarterbacks develop their games. College programs now actively recruit dual-threat quarterbacks, knowing that Jackson's success has created a blueprint for the position's future. High school quarterbacks practice scrambling and read option plays with the same intensity that they once reserved for pocket passing drills. The Ravens' success with Jackson has inspired other teams to adapt their systems for mobile quarterbacks. The league has seen a surge in designed quarterback runs, RPOs or run-pass options, and creative ways to utilize quarterback mobility. But Jackson's impact goes beyond scheme and strategy. He has proven that there's no single way to play quarterback, no predetermined mold that guarantees success. His journey from doubted prospect to MVP has opened doors for quarterbacks who might have been overlooked in previous generations. When Jackson takes the field, he's not just playing quarterback, he's expanding the definition of what the position can be. At just 28 years old, Jackson is still writing his legacy. The postseason success that eluded him early in his career is no longer a question mark. He has proven that he can perform on the biggest stages. His 2024 playoff performance against the Houston Texans was vintage Jackson. 152 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 100 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. When the Ravens needed their superstar to deliver, he produced one of the most complete quarterback performances in playoff history. The numbers tell the story of a player who is redefining excellence. Jackson is the fastest quarterback to reach 15,000 passing yards and 5,000 rushing yards in NFL history. He is the only player ever to have multiple seasons with 20-plus passing touchdowns and 5-plus rushing touchdowns. But perhaps his greatest achievement is changing the conversation entirely. No longer do scouts question whether mobile quarterbacks can succeed at the highest level. Jackson has settled that debate definitively. Lamar Jackson entered the NFL as a question mark and became an exclamation point. He took the doubts about his ability to play quarterback and he turned them into motivation to revolutionize the position. Speed and skill weren't just tools in his arsenal. They were the foundation for redefining what it means to be an NFL quarterback. In a league built on tradition and convention, Jackson proved that evolution and innovation could coexist with excellence. So the next time you watch Jackson break free for a 50-yard touchdown run or thread a pass through an impossible window, remember this: you're watching more than just a great player. You are watching the future of the quarterback position. It's faster, more dynamic, and more exciting than anyone imagined. That is how you redefine a position, one electrifying play at a time. What do you think? Has Lamar Jackson changed how you view the quarterback position? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns of the players and moments that are reshaping the game we love. Until next time, keep watching greatness unfold.